coming. My name's Steve Cowan and this is Dave Lane, and we're the publishers of the book, and we've had an extremely exciting time meeting people in this district here and around the football club and gathering people's memories. And when you see the book, you'll realise how remarkable some of them are. It's a tremendous read, and it shows just what the base of this football club is, which is, of course, over the decades, its supporters. It's not the directors or the players or the managers. They come and go over time. The one constant in the history of a club like this are its supporters, and we thought it was about time that that was put on record forever. And the history of this club, if you like, the real history, which is represented by people in this room, is put on record. In the book, Horace tells a story. He was a young lad at the time during the war. He was a plumber, and he's standing on the bridge, and you can see over Fellows Park, and there's suddenly a big noise in the sky and a shaking, and of course it's Dornier bombers coming out. And he looks around and you think, are they going to do our stadium because they don't like British football? And the irony of this situation, and you'll read it in the book, Horace's book, is that the Dorniers come down, the bombs are released, but they're not aiming for Fellows Park. They were aiming for this site, the Vescott site, and it was the sewage works, wasn't it? Yeah. And so you were the witness to that event.
It would have been terrible if it had burned the sewage. Wouldn't it?
First of all, I'd just like to say thanks very much for inviting me here today. It's always good to come back to Walsall from London. It's only for a few hours, and I'm also going to catch the game this afternoon, so I'm hoping for 3 points and a little bit of a victory to get me going back down the M1 about 5:30 this afternoon. I read on the internet actually earlier in the week, and it said Steve Jenkins will appear at the Supporters Club on Saturday and read a piece from the new book Walsall Till I Die. You may remember Steve bought us Kylie Minogue and Britney Spears, and someone had written underneath, well, we all forgive him for that.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, I thought I'd better come up and receive your forgiveness. My grandfather, Harry Jenkins of Leamore, supported Walsall FC all his life, commencing visits to Fellows Park just after the First World War. He was there that night in 1933 when we beat the mighty Arsenal 2-0. My father, William Allen Jenkins, also supported the club all his life, but being manager of Walsall and surrounding areas Cooperative Society shoe department meant he had to work on Saturdays.
Bill Shankly said, some people believe football is a matter of life and death. I'm very disappointed with that attitude. I can assure you it is much more important than that. You may or may not agree with this point of view, and it is a controversial statement. Personally, I think Bill Shankly was talking about community. At the National Literacy Trust, we believe that literacy changes lives. And a few years ago, we realised that nothing affected change in the community like football. Combining literacy and football has allowed us to meet the most amazing people and gather some of the most charming, life-affirming and humorous stories football has to offer. The NLT is proud to be involved in this change, and even prouder that we've been able to work with the people of Walsall and help them tell their story. Stories by the fans, for the fans. Steve and Dave assure me that this is one of the best, if not the best, Till I Die book that we've ever produced. And having read it, I have to agree, it really is a collection of the most varied, heartwarming and real stories you're ever likely to read. But don't take my word for it. Get yourself a book and see for yourself. Thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you.
Why is this book important, Dave?
The book's important. Bring together all the celebrations and memories of Walsall fans throughout the years.
Why is this book important, Dean?
Football club is nothing without its fans, and this is for the fans and about the fans.
Bill, why is this book important?
Because it's about the fans.
And why is that?
And the fans are the lifeblood of the club.
Steve, why is this book important?
Because it is.